Alright, we're live on the Digital Creators Podcast here with Sil, the man behind BANX.
What's up?
Hope you're right. We're here at Butterfly Nightclub where the BANX 10-year anniversary is happening. So Sil, take me back to the early days of BANX. Like, where were you? How did you start this thing? Did it start from like little sketches at like school or like?
Well, I can tell you for a fact it started when I was in TAFE.
Yeah.
I was big into fashion at the time, but there's a lot of uncool clothes out there that I didn't really want to wear, so I just thought maybe one day, well, I made it my day, but I made the decision to start making my own pieces that I like to wear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a notebook that I still keep, which is like my first sketchbook.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, so it's crazy. Like just looking through that book takes me back to a lot of memories.
So you still got that book with you?
Yes.
Like with the designs and like.
Yeah, it was a little like blue little notebook. I went through every pages. Obviously, just like had ideas, sketched everything down when I was vibing at the time.
Yeah. And yeah, how does it feel like sitting here today, like 10 years on? Like 10 years, that's crazy. Does that make you feel old?
I don't know, man. It's surreal because like 10 years ago, I didn't even think I would be doing this. I just thought it was just like a hobby at the time.
Yeah.
And the hobby, which obviously turned into business.
Yeah.
Business is now here. So,
It's crazy. And now you got like so many more people like involved in BANX. Can you talk how like the BANX and the Butterfly collaboration came about? Like, what's the connection between the two brands?
it's crazy because like 5 years ago on this same, not the same day, but like 5 years ago, we did our first event at Butterfly.
Yeah.
They were the first promoter and club at the time to give us a chance to do like a birthday event.
Yeah.
And Imran is one of my business partners.
Yeah.
He's pretty much behind the marketing and the events and the creative side of Butterfly.
Yeah.
So when he got to the chance to do that, we were like, you know what, let's throw a party. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So we did our 5 years of the vision at the time.
Yeah.
And then that turned into 6 years, 7 years, and then we didn't do anything for like 3 years. And then we thought, you know what, we should do another event. 10 years to be special. Let's go back to Butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a DJ as well. So, I mean, how long have you been performing at Butterfly? When was your first gig? Maybe it was for one of your BANX events, or?
It was funny story is I DJed for Butterfly the year before we did the event, so I was already DJing for them for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was still a DJ for them back in 2017.
Yeah.
This is before Butterfly was like where it's at. So it's cool to see the club grow
Yeah.
into where it is now.
Yeah.
So it's good to be part of the journey.
And when you started BANX, were there many streetwear brands like on the scene in Perth?
Yeah, there was actually. There was a lot. There were mainly more street. We tried to make ourselves different from the actual clothing brands at the time.
Yeah.
There was Ollie. There was other brands such as StreetX.
Yeah.
Just went StreetX. We started like 2 years after StreetX opened.
Yeah.
So there was StreetX, and then there was, it's a few more brands.
It's like a lot of skate brands as well.
Yeah, skate brands like Buttergoods,
Buttergoods.
obviously, but Buttergoods already had a store at the time. Shout out to Buttergoods, these guys are killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah.
But we somehow managed to stay.
Keep going.
Keep going, yeah. It's hard because having a brand the first 2 years, 3 years is good. Anyone can do it, but after 4 or 5 years, it's if you can sustain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was your like vision for what you wanted to do differently with BANX from the beginning?
My vision was very strong in terms of like how I wanted the garments.
Yeah.
We were the first brand in Perth to do like an oversized cut. Like I'm not trying to sound like.
So like these like the sleeves and
legit. Like at the time, no one was doing oversized fits.
Yeah.
We did the crop shirts with the oversized cut.
Yeah.
Minimalistic, very minimalistic. Play with embroideries a lot, like just details of the garment.
Yeah.
So it was different at the time. Yeah, people liked that.
Yeah.
And then our t-shirts, we also dropped like mesh pieces, like zip pockets with like mesh shorts.
Yep.
3M prints. It was like new at the time. No one did those things.
where were you getting your inspiration from for like these sort of pieces? Like, were you looking overseas in America, the States, or?
Man, funny story. I was looking at brands from like the UK, like, you know, funny stories. Represent actually were the brands that we were looking up to at the time. These Represent were in their 4th or 3rd year at their brand. So we saw inspiration from them a lot, but we tried to be different from what they were doing, obviously. Because the aesthetics at the time were very monochrome, I would say, like black, white, greys.
So Represent, it's like a luxury streetwear brand.
Correct.
And I think they're known for their like quality materials and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you were looking at like Represent, were you a fan of Represent like from the beginning?
Yeah, I admired what they were doing in the UK. And this is before they were huge in Australia. Like, I was following them when they were like 20,000 followers.
Yeah, I only knew about them like probably a couple of years ago.
Crazy,
but
yeah.
They're like,
it's good to see
they're
the growth.
huge now.
Yeah, and then now, because like that's what we try to bring the Represent formula and do it in Perth.
Yeah.
Quality, quantity, quality over quantity, I would say.
Yeah.
So that was our mission.
And when you're at TAPE, were you studying fashion design or something like that?
Funny, I didn't study fashion at all. Like, it just came to me. Like, I knew what I wanted. I knew what people wanted, and I tried to mix that up between the two.
Yeah.
You can't just make stuff and then if you don't like it, why sell it? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So if I won't wear it, why would I want to design it? And if I like it, then someone might like it. Like, I try and design it for myself first, and then the customers like it.
And how did you learn about fashion design then? Like if you didn't study it, YouTube or like?
Well, I've got friends. Like Amir is one of the guys. He studied tape. He was in fashion textiles for 3 years. I've learned a lot from him. Material-wise, cuts, details. So having him there as well as part of the team helped me understand the knowledge about fashion.
Yeah.
And also Osman as well. He does help me out with the designs as well and all the cuts, and the measurements as well. So he's the one that did all the measurements for this new collection.
Yeah, this. If you guys didn't know, this is like the official merch tee, and we got this and hoodies with the same print for the Butterfly and BANX collaboration. So we got a skull here with some butterflies on it, and we got this like, I love this font here. It kind of feels like one of those like rock concert.
Yeah, it's like a Metallica Yeezy vibe.
Yeah. So what went into the inspiration behind this one?
That one?
Talk us through.
So Imran is here somewhere. He loves Yeezy.
Yeah.
I used to play guitar, so I was into Metallica a bit.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like we've always wanted to do like a rock shirt. I would say. So for 10 years, we thought, you know what, let's bring back some elements that we really saw in us at the time.
Yeah.
So that skull is like 5 years of the vision shirt that we first dropped.
Oh, okay.
So, but obviously it's not the same skull, but like it's the same concept.
Yeah.
And then Butterfly obviously is the colour, so we use the butterflies as the effect, so the colourways that represent the club, the lighting.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's like all like pink and blue. And we shout out to Alex, he designed the shirt.
So the shirt, one of the main shirt designs from 5 years ago had the skull.
Yes, correct.
And then obviously we're at butterflies. So we got some butterflies here and then some flames in the background. And I guess you could say it's sort of hip hop. Like there's been a blend of like hip hop and rock in like music lately, which is pretty cool.
When Kanye came out with the whole hip hop vibes, but mixed it with like some grungy.
Lil Uzi as well.
Yeah,
Lil
Uzi, 100%. Like,
Travis Scott as well.
Travis Scott too.
Like, and first of all, the material is really
very
nice.
heavyweight. Yeah, it's like
I love
250.
heavy, mate.
Yeah, 250 GSM. It's all been pre-washed at the factory. The neck ribbing is like it's like a nice fit. Like we've updated our neck ribbing since.
Alright, I'm a huge, one of the key points for me to buy a t-shirt is the neck ribbing. Like, not a lot of people focus on this, but I like focus on it a lot because for me, what I've experienced, like, the first thing that goes on a tee is like the neck ribbing, it can go a bit.
Sleeves.
the sleeves as well.
Weight of the shirt.
Like, you know when it gets all like weird?
After a while it does, yeah. So,
Yeah, I like how this is quite tight on the neck and it comes up. Like, I don't like droopy. Like,
we've learned from that. In the past, when we first t-shirts were a little bit droopy. But we've upgraded since. We refined our quality of the
yeah. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of this wash. It's kind of like grey, but then it has like.
I'm very picky about the wash. So I had to make sure they didn't like go cheap on it. Yeah. I had to make sure there's like a certain wash to the actual fabric, which gives it that soft brush feel. Like you don't get much vintage wash.
Is that how you get this? These like white.
Yeah, see, if you see some shirts, they do like stone wash. Yeah. It's got little spots.
Yeah.
If you go vintage wash, but they do like a nice treatment, it gives like this white soft finish. It's like a brush.
It gives like a good texture to it. And then like what went into the actual cut?
Like the general for like
like the sleeves and the pattern for the shirt.
There's a lot of cuts out there, to be honest, but we went back to our old cut, which is like our first oversized fit.
Yeah.
So we went back to that drawing board and we brought that fit back, and we tried to like make it. We try to make it. I don't know. We try to show people that we want to come back to our old cut way. Yeah. Because our t-shirt had changed a bit since then, but it's good to go.
So yeah, I think I've noticed a trend lately in fashion, which is like comfortable clothing, like baggy, comfortable. So again, I like how this shirt hangs.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm chilling.
Oversized fits is back. Like I remember. No one really fucked with it back then, sorry for language, but now it's like everyone wants to oversize. Yeah.
Like a 90s thing?
90s thing, yeah. So in the 90s, all of us, I wore a lot of baggy shirts when I was skateboarding.
Yeah.
I wore baggy pants, I wore like...
Oh, you used to skate as well?
Yeah, I used to skate, yeah. Nice. So like skateboard, hip-hop.
Yeah.
My thing.
And then I think probably around, 2013, 2012 or whatever, people wearing like tighter shirts, I think it was.
Yeah, it was phase, yeah.
Tight jeans, but now we're back.
Skinny leg jeans.
It's crazy how the 90s has stuck around in like every creative
now it's coming back.
aspect,
It's just recycling. Fashion is just recycling, man. Like, I do feel like the 80s is in right now. 80s styles in, mixed with 90s. There's very futuristic retro vibe.
Yeah. But like, even if you look at like from shoes to pants to like music, even photography, something about the 90s that just always draws people back. Do you think it's to do with, there's a theory that it's to do with like, it was kind of the time before the internet, or like a shift when the internet came in, so...
I don't think all the kids that are wearing all the 90s stuff now, there was the internet, obviously, very born yet, so...
True, the Gen Z...
But they saw their parents wearing that fit, so I do feel like been implemented into their DNA for fashion. But they see their parents wear it. So I see my dad rocking like the 90s, like Nike tracksuits. And now like tracksuits are a huge thing. Obviously like, like trap stars doing their thing. So it's crazy to see that.
For sure. And how have you gone about marketing BANX? Like, even talk me through how you've been marketing it over the years. Like maybe 10 years ago, Instagram probably didn't exist. Probably had like Facebook. I don't know if it was on BANX. Did BANX have a MySpace page or like what?
No, we didn't have a MySpace. We had a Facebook. And it's crazy because back then, no one knew how to promote properly. We were just playing it by ear. Like, I was like, you know what, this could work. Obviously seeing other brands from other countries do something stuff, like competition, so I would try to bring that over here. Giveaways. No one did giveaways.
Like, how did you text them? You call them?
No, it was just like, at the time when social media was so small, you could just post anything and then people would just respond. Competitions.
On Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook. Competitions we just play. This is when Facebook had like video comps we did. Video competition on Facebook was like huge. This is before Instagram was huge. So we utilized Facebook marketing through that. We dropped the competition on Facebook. We get like 400 people comment, 400 people like, shares, 100 shares. Obviously now like everything moved to Instagram. Now the market is just saturated. It's competitions every week, so it's kind of hard to like stand out from every other competition that's happening.
So how have you been what's your kind of marketing strategy in this era? Like,
Is there?
because you know, TikTok came about 3 years ago, and now it's kind of like it's dying a little bit. Facebook, it's kind of old now. Instagram, it's sticking around. People are still, you know, on there. Like, how are you getting the message out and that sort of thing?
I don't know, to be honest, it's just trying to be with the trend. But obviously, giveaways aren't always cool anymore, like how it used to be.
Yeah.
So we try to pull back on like giving away too much, I think, unless it's like a special item like this.
Yeah.
We'll give away some stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it defeats the whole purpose for the actual brand.
Yeah. Sometimes I think like if you just make like a good product and people wear it, like even word of mouth is still going to be like key. Like if someone wears something, they're going to be like telling their friends.
Yeah, word of mouth is always key, 100%. That's how it is.
And also I think culture is an element that comes into like a lot of brands. How has BANX been a part of like the culture, whether it's in Perth or other cultures or like subcultures, communities, like maybe with the DJ scene or...
Yeah, it was just back then when back then when there wasn't much marketing, like for me to use marketing was through my friends like DJs.
Yeah.
Because I was DJ at the time and I knew a lot of friends that played in the basement or like all the bass events, drum and bass events.
Yeah.
So I've always just like, hey man, like would you like to wear a shirt?
Yeah.
I'd like to pass you a free shirt if you wear it. Obviously Morgan from Summerjack's here as well. And a few other boys like I'm friends with the scene, like they were wearing this stuff like Lude, for example. You know, like Summerjack and Lude were my first guys I would pass my post to. That was like a big artist at the time. They still are.
So it's very much the music scene has kind of been a part of it as well?
Yeah. BANX has always been about the sound. We try to make ourselves more about the music, the nightlife.
Yeah.
You ride to the club, you DJ, like you wearing it, you repping it. So that was our vision of like where we saw the brand differentiate from other streetwear brands at the time.
And I guess, when you're a DJ and you're going out, you're kind of like seeing what people are wearing, what people are messing with. And then you're like, oh, what do I want to wear to the club as a DJ?
Exactly.
And then...
You don't want to wear plain button-on stuff. Like, I want to wear something cool that no one had.
Yeah.
And then when all the DJs wear it, everyone's like, oh, what's he wearing? Like, it was cool. Like, people wanted to wear what the guy was wearing that was performing.
Yeah.
So that's how I wanted to like market myself. So that was the marketing for me at the time. That was like the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so 10 years, that's like absolutely crazy. Like,
Time flies.
I can't even believe 2013 was 10 years ago. But what's your vision for the next 10 years of BANX? Like, we're going into Web3, we have like digital age. There's like virtual reality fashion and all this. Are you thinking about that at the moment, or like maybe that's 20 years? I don't even know.
Right.
Like, what's your plan for the future?
I can say that we're gonna try and open a store, hopefully.
Yeah.
Have like a brick and mortar.
Oh yeah.
But we can't say who's it with yet because it's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
We'll probably announce in the next 3-4 months, hopefully.
Yeah.
Still in talks right now with the other people, but definitely it's gonna change the game in the fashion scene within Australia.
Yeah, BANX store. I'm so keen for that.
Yeah.
Well,
it won't just be a store. It'll also be something else, but you can't say it.
Oh, something else. Damn.
And also we'll also be doing other things within that platform.
Is it going to be in Perth?
Yeah, it'll be in Perth. We'll start in Perth first, and then we'll take it out somewhere like other countries. International. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sylvester, for coming on and talking about BANX. And congrats on the 10 years. That's absolutely crazy.
Cheers.
I'm going to enjoy the after party as well. And thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, boss? Chip it up, man. How's that fit? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, nice.
Before he goes DJs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should have. Should we have the camera in there because there's more people, or there's more people going to come and hang out here? Maybe I'll just leave it.
It's nice, it's a bit daunting, that's all.
Hey man, how's it going, Harry? Oh, nice to meet you. You're one of the DJs? Yeah, cool. Just chuck this just chuck it in there. And then I'll chuck that here. Yep.
Alright?
Yeah, say 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Alright guys, we're back and we have DJ Profits in the house. Welcome. Oh, get the camera. Welcome, Profits. So, are you a Perth-based DJ? Tell me about yourself.
DJ.
What kind of music do you play?
International DJ. I do a lot. Just came back from a tour in Sydney. Yeah, I do a lot. I play all. There's nothing that I don't play. So, yeah, most of the biggest ones I'm at.
So, what was the tour in Sydney that you're playing at?
Sydney, I did home base. I linked up with Hennessy. Linked up with just a few other brands over there and stuff. Yeah, Dutty, the bigger one in Sydney. Shout out to you guys for having me. I did, so yeah, pretty good.
And what's your, do you have a connection to Butterfly? Have you played here before?
I used to play here every Friday actually. When I first got here from the UK, it was actually one of the first venues that took me on. So yeah, appreciate the Butterfly, man. Shout out to Butterfly,
And are you a fan of the streetwear?
Yeah, big fan, man. I mean, I've done a few things with them, campaigns and that with them as well, which has been fun.
What have you worked on with them?
I don't know, the portion of it, but just on t-shirts and stuff like that, helping them support the brand, wearing it with the brand. Yeah, wearing it when I'm performing. A few shoots as well, so yeah, it's been fun.
Oh, dope. And how did you get into DJing? Take us back.
So, I actually used to be a dancer. It's funny, I used to be a dancer, and then I was just getting bored of dance. But yeah, I love music, so it was what can I do to make that transition where I can still enjoy music? And obviously, being a dancer, I know what makes people move, I know what people want to hear. So it just made it an easy transition for me to, start dancing and start DJing.
Yeah, because how long have you known Sylvester? Did you know him while you were DJing? Or?
I mean, we first met obviously when I was in Perth. But just DJing wise, ever since I've been over here, I met the boys, and we've just been close ever since.
And I don't know if you know, there is a connection between BANX and music. Sylvester was saying he used to come into the club and see what people are wearing. Also inspired by kind of music festivals, and you can see even the branding here, inspired by music. What kind of music? Because you're saying you're an international DJ. Do you have a preference of genre, or you like to blend stuff? What's your sort of style?
I love to blend stuff. I love to blend different genres together. I think that's something that I'm very well known for. Playing across the board and being a format. And managing to blend everything together. What you were saying about the street brand and music and street brand, and it goes. So his inspiration behind that is very clear. You could see it within the industry now. A lot of people are wearing stuff that is BANX. That is BANX inspired as well. So it goes hand in hand. Yeah, definitely.
And who are your inspirations as a DJ? Do you look up to more musicians or other DJs? Or
I do quite a lot of the music, so radio shows, etc. And so for me, it's across the board. Again, I love different sounds. I love different instruments. I love music in general.
Are you a musician? Can you play?
I can play the drums. I've tried the guitar, terrible. But yeah, I make my own music as well. I produce. So Yeah, I would call myself a musician. I would call myself a producer. So yeah, I'm in that field.
And this event is the 10-year anniversary of BANX.
Yeah.
Looking back on your career, like I'm assuming have you been doing for more, like about 10 years or something like that?
Close to, yeah.
Yeah. What's been your highlight of like the past 10 years?
It's weird actually. The highlight for like the past 10 years, I think it's just the people that you meet, all the different connections that you can make around the world, and like when people say that like what you can get inspired by as well by people around the world, that's very like important, and just supporting the culture and being part of the culture is very important. So regardless if it comes from style or music, like I said, it goes hand in hand for me. I'm very much indulged. So again, meeting the people and being part of the culture for me is like something that's important for me.
And what do you love the most about playing at Butterfly?
The most about playing at Butterfly, I feel like anything goes at Butterfly. Hey? Like anything goes. You never know what you're gonna hear. You can hear so many different sounds here. And like the people, the staff in general, amazing. And they always like keep such a high standard. So like for me, playing at Butterfly is a very enjoyable experience because of that. Very organized, very straight to the point. You do your job, you enjoy yourself afterwards, you go home and you want to come back again because you want to experience that. So definitely.
Yeah, I personally love coming to Butterfly. Like, I feel like always like organized, good management, good vibes, good music. And you can come on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's always good vibes.
It's all round. You know what you're gonna get. Hey, you're gonna get a good time. So the fact that you're gonna get a good time, it makes you come back every single time. So that's what's important.
100%. And what are your plans for maybe keeping the theme of 10 years? What are your plans for the next 10 years? Like, what do you want to?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I think I always try to push myself a lot. So just like Butterfly, anything goes. You know what I mean? I'm trying to experience everything while I can. So we haven't got long. You don't DJ long in life. So each and every moment, regardless if it's one person in the crowd or 5,000 or whatever in the crowd, just enjoy it every single moment. And that's what, for me, for the next 10 years, that's what it's going to be, because I've already done so much that now it's time to like enjoy all the fruits of my labor,
100%. Well, Promise, thank you so much for coming on and having a chat.
Appreciate you, man.
What time is when's your set tonight?
So I'm actually on at 8 o'clock, so I think that's in the next like 10, 20 minutes, I think that is. So.
Oh yeah, you got 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
But no, I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you, brother.
I'm definitely going to be listening to your set.
Yeah, man.
And keen to see the journey.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Cheers.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Sound good.
How's the stream going?
It's fucking the speakers right there. That's the audio from it. It's a bit really loud.
How you been?
Yeah, good. Hey, look at this sexy jacket.
I missed you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you're that guy.
No, you're that guy. Are you doing that podcast now, or are you doing more stuff?
I'm actually streaming now.
True.
But
okay, well, have fun.
will do. That speaker could be loud. Do you think this is the audio? I don't know. I might move it. I thought it was gonna travel over. I think it's alright. Oh, is there a space in there, you reckon? Oh.
The next person will get
Oh yeah. Just speakers, so you can hear like fucking loud music. So this is
I think it's right. It's right. It's good for that big. It's just like our first model.
alright.
So he's always been a model for like banks for like 5 years. You're our first model, like.
Wait, but Othman said he wanted me to do video from 8. So is that? I mean, I can do video from any time after, but if you wanted specifically Butterfly, like the clothes and shit, but I mean,
Bodie.
do you reckon I should just keep podcasting until like this packs up and I can do content after?
Yeah, whatever works. As long as people that pop up, I guess.
Yeah, like and who do you want next? Yeah. It's up to you. Yeah, I can chill there until fucking night. So, yeah.
I love the moment they're starting an interview, but like,
Yo, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you want to jump on and just have a chat?
I suck at talking.
It's cool if you don't want to. No, alright, easy. Mitch doesn't want to.
Come on, man.
I suck at speaking.
Alright, Brady, you going. My guy. Brady, you going.
How are you?
He's busy.
We're good, Brady.
Lady. Oh shit, how are you?
What's up, man? I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good. Do you want to jump in?
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Alright. Yeah, it's actually live, but this side.
After Bodie, brother, man, as well.
Yeah,
For the next one, because obviously you're going to talk about the whole in the office,
Yeah.
his brand.
I'll probably do like 10 minutes or 10-minute quick little podcast.
Yeah.
Just chuck this like in your shirt, like on the inside of your shirt. Yeah.
Yo, what's
That's there he is. Alright. Brandon, yeah.
Mic'd
Oh
up.
wait. Are we doing a selfie? One, two. Alright guys, we got a new guest. We got Bodie
What's up,
in the
guys?
house.
How you going?
So introduce yourself to the Digital Creators Podcast. Like, who are you? What do you do?
So, hey guys, I'm Bodie, 23 years old, born in Sydney but grew up in Perth. I'm a DJ during the weekends. During the week I install NBN, I'm like digging holes on the shovel, but open for a bunch of different artists from all over the world, like Central C, most recently Jaquise. But yeah, I've known the BANX boys for at least 5 to 6 years, so I've been through the journey they've been on, and it's been sick to see them coming up from where they have to now, and meeting them personally, knowing them on a personal level, getting to know them and seeing how humble they are and how welcoming they are to someone like me that was new to the scene. So it's really cool to be here at Butterfly73 and, you know, celebrate them, celebrate their work and interact with everyone. So
Yeah, I think you definitely have a connection to both BANX and Butterfly. BANX is a brand because Sil was saying BANX is like, it's inspired by both music and fashion.
yeah,
Especially the DJ scene, and yourself, you're a DJ.
yeah.
And I think I've been following you for a minute, and I got to say, like, you've been supporting like every Perth streetwear brands that come out. You're like rocking the shirts, you're like buying their stuff.
Yeah, dude.
So what kind of inspires you to support these Perth brands?
I think with that, I love supporting local small businesses, brands. So a lot of the people that I've met through the scene, they actually either own like their own brand or they own some sort of business locally. And then I guess I want to rock it more or less because I like the pieces, but also because like I enjoy just supporting everyone. Because I think it comes full circle when like I've actually been new to the scene and they've supported me, and they don't even know me, but now we all know each other, so it's like kind of cool in a way we can support each other that way.
Yeah, I think it's about like connecting and creating like a kind of creative community. Like if you buy their shirts, it's showing like you're kind of supporting what they do as a creative person, and I think community is important because like we're all like kind of promoting each other's stuff and that sort of thing. So have you been like a fan of streetwear for a while? Would you say that's your like favorite type of clothing that you like to wear?
Yeah, I think streetwear as a whole, I love rocking it, whether it's like casually or even in like a more formal setting. I feel like streetwear can be rocked either way, but no, I enjoy dressing up from time to time, scrubbing up nice, but definitely wearing streetwear 24/7.
And how long have you been sort of a nightclub DJ? Like, when was your first gig at a nightclub?
I think my first gig was 2020.
Yep.
And so I did this competition called Your Shot, where they gave you the opportunity to learn the basics for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you're just thrown in the deep end and play there.
Yeah.
And then, so from that, I actually met Furman, Sil, and a few of the other DJs, and that's how I kind of connected with all the boys.
Yeah. And so when did you say that was? Which year?
Yeah, like 2020, 2019.
2020. Oh, so you've been in the game probably like 3 years.
Yeah.
Sort of
Coming on
professionally.
4, yeah.
Have you seen much of a change in like how has your style changed over those sort of years from like playing clubs and that sort of thing?
I think I'm now more than ever, I'm more open to like different genres, and I think the music as well as fashion and just the scene in general is like slowly evolving. So I think as a whole I'm just more diverse and more open to like different style.
Yeah. And I mean, have you seen kind of style change over that time as well in terms of fashion? Like what were people wearing to the club like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and what are they wearing now? Like, have you noticed like a little shift?
Yeah, 100%. Go back to 2018, 2019, people rocking up to the club in skinny jeans, in old school Vans, and now everyone's rocking anything from like baggy cargo pants to Air Forces to even like rails, because hype is like the new thing now. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've noticed like over the past 6 months, everyone's wearing like comfy clothes, like very baggy. Yeah. And I love that. I love being comfortable when I'm just going out somewhere. That's kind of the main thing. But definitely, there's been like this 90s influence, like very baggy pants. You got like parachute pants, which are quite baggy. You got like oversized jeans, like Balenciaga.
Yeah.
And very baggy shirts like this one. I love like the cut on it, sleeve, like very comfortable.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
And it's just like convenience. I feel like fashion's become more of, okay, I want to wear it because I feel good, not because as well as I look good, but I want to feel good as well. So I think that's why the baggy style is kind of in, because everyone's happy to wear something baggy because it fits nice, It's not restricting.
Yeah, 100%. What's your go-to fit for when you're playing a show, and why?
Right now, I'm rocking a lot of Jukahara. Or realistically, my go-to fit is like an oversized white t-shirt, black cargos, white Air Force Ones, and a puffer jacket.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, in winter, you got to have that extra layer.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, this is a tip from me. Wear your white beaters underneath your t-shirts.
Oh.
I'm telling you, wear singlets underneath your t-shirts, soaks up the sweat, and also, fits well.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm feeling pretty chilly, but if I had an extra layer underneath, I reckon it'd be better. Where should I go to get a white beat? A good white beat?
I'm telling you, Kmart.
Kmart.
Kmart. Three. You get a pack of 3 for like $12. No lie.
Kmart plug.
Kmart plug. Also, cargo pants are like $25. Plug.
Oh yeah. Damn. Kmart be underrated in the scene.
Facts.
How did you discover BANX? Was it through a connection, or did you see him on Instagram, or?
It was, yeah, I think through word of mouth. So I began working at Culture Kings in 2017, and that's where I met Sil. And from there, got introduced to his brand, and then met all the boys through there. And then, yeah, just, the rest is history, I guess.
Oh yeah, and what's your like day-to-day fit, like apart from the DJ stuff, like when you're kind of going out, just running errands or whatever?
Yeah.
What are you sort of wearing?
I'd probably be rocking oversized black trackies, Yeezy slide socks, singlet, t-shirt, and like any hoodie from either like a BANX hoodie, Sylvester, any local brand, I probably got it.
And with your music, are you making your own music, or you're just kind of like mixing and that sort of thing?
Yeah, at the moment I've got an acoustic song out. I play guitar and like sing a little bit, but I think.
I think I actually heard that one, and I was like, damn, I didn't know you could sing. I was like, shit, that's good. That's actually really good.
Thanks, bro. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, music's something I've been really passionate about, and to have DJing to help, I guess, introduce a lot of people to different types of music is pretty cool. I think that's my number one thing, like introducing, like if a song drops, for example, like, I don't know, a couple of days ago, I'll more than likely have it and then play it that week at a set, just to like help the community, I don't know, evolve music-wise.
And I believe you got a podcast of your own, as well. How's that been going? And like, what do you talk about on that podcast?
So basically, my podcast, Cats and Bodie, helps local businesses, artists from all over Australia, kind of get their message across and their voice. So they come on, talk about themselves, talk some shit, have a laugh.
And are you working on some kind of EP or album, or you haven't really thought of it? Like, how are you taking your, like, are you pacing yourself with your music a bit, or you're working towards a project?
I think for right now, music's kind of on pause. I think I'm more focused on DJing at the moment, but yeah, music, I've got at least like 10 to 20 songs in the vault written, so just a matter of time when I have time to go in the studio and get it done, so stay tuned.
And lastly, what's been your, because I've been asking people what their best show of the past like 10 years has been, but for you, what's been like your highlight of your maybe DJ career over the past 3 or 4 years?
I've probably got 2. So last year I got to DJ for the Kid Leroy at the StreetX pop-up they had. So just being with him, getting to play for him and like talking to him was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
And then on Wednesday, so just gone, Jaquise was here for his sold-out show at Bar 1. Got to open for him and just to meet him and his DJ and really get to know them on a like deeper level is really cool. So yeah, I think number one thing I can suggest, if you got a dream, just chase it. Like, don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because end of the day, you can do it. Put your mind to it, you can do it. You can do anything.
100%, yeah, because a lot of people think like, oh, I'm from Perth, very isolated. Like, what do you say to them?
The world's your oyster. You have everything at the palm of your hand, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can use it to your advantage. But also go out on the weekend, meet people. Like, don't be afraid to say what's up, dap random people up. That's how you make it in life.
Come to events like this.
Yeah, literally. Like, come to events like this, meet the boys, smile. That's all.
Joe, well, thank you so much, Brody, for coming on. Awesome to chat to you.
Easy, bro. Thanks for having me, man.
Enjoy the rest of the night. Are you playing tonight?
Nah, not here. I'm playing somewhere else. Yeah.
Alright, easy. Bye. Enjoy your night.
Thanks, bro. intro? That was fun.
I think we're just, it's like a bit of a speaker, but
I hate bloody talking about myself.
I'm not going to talk about myself.
No, it's good to see you.
Oh, yeah, good to
And,
see
like,
you.
I fuck with you.
Yeah. Fine. Wait. Oh, you want to sit? Yeah. Look who it is, guys. Look who it is. You're so pale.
I'm so bad.
I think I'm paler than you, but you look paler than me. Look, guys, pale. Fucking 2 white boys. So we have D, Brendan, C photo in the house, back once again.
Huh?
Last time we chat was at the art gallery on the rooftop.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, he's just marking up.
This is so unconventional. Wait, where do I put it? Like here? But for someone who works in this industry, I'm really
Look,
struggling.
he's struggling, guys. You put it on the inside.
On the inside? Oh, doesn't. Oh, yeah, because you got the dead cats on. Oh, yeah. There we go, that was easy.
Alright, so we got Brendan C photo. Last time we caught up was on the rooftop of the art gallery, and now we're in Butterfly.
When was that?
And if you guys didn't know, Brendan actually helped me set up like my first live stream. I think it was like a live stream YouTube video thing. So that's how this started.
That was like 2020. 2020, I think.
Yeah, 2020. COVID, like we didn't have anything to do, so try to.
Started what do you call it? We started a podcast, bro.
We posted on TikTok. We're like tune in. Probably like 3 people tuned in.
Nah, there's more than that.
Probably
there's
like
quite a lot.
maybe 12.
Something like yeah, about that.
But no, it's good fun. But kind of goes to show that collaboration is key.
Yes.
That's how you can
it's not about
get
what
stuff
you know.
started.
It's not about what you know. It's about who you know.
Exactly. And what's your connection? Because like, it's actually crazy. Like, I think you've got a connection with somehow with every single like creative thing that's going on in Perth, whether it's music or fashion or like even from the beginning, like from the start of like a lot of these brands, you have some sort of connection. So like, what's your connection with BANX?
So the first time I worked with BANX was like 2019, I think. We did the Slumberjack shoot with them. That was like the very first time we linked up. Before that, like I'd bought BANX pieces before. And then after that, we kind of just kept in touch, kept doing like work together. And then the start of last year, I was needing an office space and a studio. And so the boys had a spare spot in the office. They had the studio downstairs, and then I moved in. Me and my Conic, we moved in there. So we've been there for like a year and a half now. So yeah,
That's it. It's one of these. Which drink is my? Oh, I don't have a drink.
you take Jules' drink. Where's Jules?
Has he had it yet?
Yeah, you had a sip.
Stop it. So, what's the fit tonight? What are you wearing?
Tonight, I've got the Turnaboko hoodie on. I'm wearing the Medical Studios
don't know if the mic's gonna come off. Medical Studios.
Oh. Was that recording?
The mic
Maybe
didn't.
just hold it, I don't know.
The mic did in fact fall off.
You can clip it.
Yeah.
You can clip it.
I look like a furry now. Oh yeah, and then I got some Stone Island pants on,
Alright.
and then I got the Riot Hill
Oh yeah.
Riot Hill boots.
So, man's been repping the Perth brand.
Bro, that's literally all I wear. Like I have 2 cupboards at home just full of clothes. Like it's just hoodies, t-shirts, like shorts, pants, socks. Like I go to work and the boys will get new stock in and they'll be like, oh here you go, like have a piece. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then now I've literally got an entire 2 cupboards just full of like hoodies and shirts. And it's all black.
So, I see these brands doing pants, shoes, hoodies, shirts. What are some random releases that you want to see? Like maybe BANX can launch bed sheets.
I do want to see BANX release like kitchenware. Like I feel like coffee mugs. I don't know if you've seen this, but in the office we have a coffee mug, and it's called the Syl mug, and it's just a photo of Syl's face, like looking dead as. He's just smiling like that. We just got that printed on a mug, and it's like an iconic piece in the office. So I think, yeah, it'd look really nice to have some mugs or something like some things like as like collectibles. I think that'd be
That'll
cool.
be rare.
That'd be cool area to branch
That's a
into.
collectible piece, 100%. Yeah, coffee mugs, maybe some car seat covers.
Well, car seat covers would be hard. Even stickers, they do stickers. They do car stickers. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like endless possibilities of what like they can branch into. I think it's just a matter of like when. Because
And you've been working with BANX for a while. What have been your favourite moments over the years, like working with BANX? And maybe favourite be a shoot or event?
we did one. We did one last year. I can't remember which campaign it was for. We shot it downstairs at the office with Ben Jenkinson. I don't know, yeah, you know Ben? Yeah. We shot it with him and we made him look like he was like in this spaceship kind of thing. It was the collection with like the fluffy sweater, like that one. The one that Furman's wearing over there. Yeah, that collection there, that one was sick. We turned the whole studio into like this like spaceship type thing. So we had this like big metal door. We had like sound effects, we had smoke machine and all that.
Oh yeah.
We like literally like
got creative with it.
Yeah, the studio space wouldn't have been bigger than this podcast space. We turned it into like looking like this whole like massive thing. It was sick. We played around with lighting as well. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones. I think there's been a lot.
And yeah, I think Sylvester was saying that BANX has a connection with both fashion and music.
Yes.
Because he's a DJ, plays a lot of shows, festivals, and then obviously the fashion aspect. Like, what's your connection to fashion and music?
Well, obviously, like my connection to both of those is like those are the two like areas that I like specialize in. So mainly music, but also fashion as well. The boys I know in their upcoming collections, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Focusing a lot on music and fashion and like combining the two. So tonight's collection, the one that you're wearing, is a take on that kind of like rock and roll like music. Incorporation with fashion. That incorporation with fashion. And I do my bit to help the boys as much as possible. in that aspect. So whenever I'm shooting with artists that come to Perth, I do try to link them up with the boys.
Yeah.
So we usually like hook up little care packages, little bag of goodies. So I think one of the bigger ones we did was H. So I shot for H last year. We dropped him off like a big bag of clothes and stuff.
That's big.
And
Was that BANX?
Yeah, BANX. So what are some other ones? Do like Nerve. There's been a bunch of other artists as well. Bruce C. Like. Yeah, we just like where I can, I will help the boys to kind of push their clothes into the market.
Why is that important, Brendan? Why is that important, especially in a place like Perth?
Well, it's like it's putting your brand and your creation in front of eyes that haven't seen it before. So if you can put it in front of someone that is like a notable figure in, say, the UK, so H. A lot of people see him from not just the UK but from worldwide, and it's putting all of those eyes that are already on him onto your products. So like, even though we've got the boys to give them as a gift, right? We don't have to pay him to do any of the stuff. They just create cool shit, right? And the artists like to wear it. The artists like to wear it, like Summerjack. They wear a lot of it as well. But yeah, just getting your stuff in front of as many eyes as possible, and just making connections along the way. Like we've got connections with all these artists now, which is really good. So whenever they come back to Perth, like we're interacting with them, we're looking after them as well.
As someone who's been involved in like the fashion, so like all these creators from when they just started, have you seen a shift in the Perth fashion scene over the years?
I have. I've noticed a lot of brands aiming to steer away from like just the prints. They're steering more into like the actual textures, the details that go into the clothing, the fabrics, the cuts of the fabrics. BANX has been doing that for a number of years, and recently a few brands have like started doing that as well. You've got Medical, you've got Turner Boca, you've got Antidote. They're all like experimenting with like, you've got sweaters, like knitted sweaters with like different wools. And you've got shirts that are all cut and sew, so they're not all the same lengths. You've got the Turner Boca, they're literally like, this hoodie here is just a hoodie, and they've literally sewn carpet onto the hoodie as the design. And like some of the new ones, Jules might come on it soon and like show you the new stuff, but they're doing like leather jackets with that similar concept. And it's like, the attention to detail is what catches people's eyes, and it's what like makes a brand successful. Because if you're just putting a logo or a graphic on a shirt or like a hoodie like that, you're not gonna stand out. You're gonna blend in with everyone else that's doing the same thing. You wanna be unique. So.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of Perth brands. I mean, when you just do start with the t-shirt, but definitely a lot of brands are like paying more attention to detail on the cuts. Like this BANX shirt, 250 GSM, so nice and heavy, and it's got like a nice comfy cut, like with the sleeves, hangs really nice.
So for example, all of those, like there's months of planning that goes into just like creating the cut for one shirt like that. So often who works at BANX, he does a lot of the creative designs and stuff like that. He's got an entire spreadsheet of all of the different measurements and all that shit. So like for a small, you'd have it all cut to this size, but then in a medium, it would be increased by this %, so it would be cut at this size. So things like that, like all those little details, rather than just getting blanks from like China and making it that way. So like those kind of things, and like you said, like the shirt feels nice, it's thick, it's good quality. Like that's what's going to stick with people's when they buy stuff. It sticks with them. So like last time I had this shirt was really good quality. I wear this all the time, and it still hasn't lost its touch. Like it's still like as new, which is like definitely a thing that a lot of brands should strive for if they want to stay relevant, if they want to keep loyal customers.
Yeah. Right, dope. Well, we got Jake over there.
Missed it.
Thanks so much for coming on, catching up. I'm keen to
We have to do another podcast.
We have to do a proper one in the studio.
Okay. Where's Jules?
Maybe just, yeah.
Where's Jules? King Julian!
This is Brendan's vlogs.
Austin, have you been on? I was just talking about you. No, I was talking about you. You jumped on. I'll give it to you.
I think we're just talking to it like that.
Okay.
Because,
It's a bit loud, is it?
yeah, I think it's alright, it'll be alright. I can use AI to fix it.
You want me to clip it on?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's picking it up there if you want to just. Yeah. Alright guys, we got our new guest. Othman.
Test.
Welcome Othman. Oh, we need to get this camera.
Videography.
Yep.
Did all the car work and stuff,
Yeah, I did some car photography, yeah.
and the motorbikes as well.
Yeah, for Kale, I did some motorbike stuff, yeah. Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah. What's up? I'll chat to you soon. So you guys, we got Othman. So maybe introduce yourself again. Last time we chat on the podcast, I was at
Myconics.
Myconics event at the Art Gallery WA rooftop.
Yeah.
So maybe just
what was that for? I don't know.
What's that?
What was that for? I forgot.
I think Myconic was just like, I want to throw a party on the rooftop.
Of course he does.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, this is sweet. If you guys can hear, then that's good.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe I'll take this out. It's very loud because we're in Butterfly.
okay, I'll just hold on to it like this. My name's Othman, Othman Dada. I've been doing events with my brother for the last 10-ish years or so now. I've been working with Sylvester, with BANX for about the last 8 or so years. And I do all the creative direction with him. So everything from the designs of the pieces, concepts, and then even the manufacturing stages where I do all the measurements and all the sizing, all the cut and sew elements where we do all the custom pieces essentially. But yeah.
So, do you have one title for the brand, or you manage
So my role, I would see myself as a creative director for BANX and also all the events that we run as well. So because I delve more on the creative management and directing side of things, as opposed to I dip my toes in everything. I do everything from event management to marketing to actually selling stuff to everything stuff. Yeah.
And were you kind of working on BANX from the beginning with Sil?
So Sil had BANX going for about 2 years.
Guys, I think I don't know, the speaker just went super loud, so I doubt the audio's gonna be good.
Yeah. Shall we just
Cut it there? I mean, we can do a proper one another time. Alright, so we're gonna cut it here because I think the party's getting started. But stay tuned. I'm gonna do an official one with Othman in a fucking studio. Yeah, but thanks anyway, guys.